at the time, I didn't realize how confusing it was for her.
Mm-hmm.
I remember coming home from the hospital. She stayed with my parents and my grandparents on and off while we were there because I didn't leave. So, for 42 days, she was basically without mom.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing that something is not right, but not being able to understand it. So I remember coming home when we finally came home from the hospital. That's the first place I wanted to go. So I remember I had to tell her, and I'm thinking, I don't know how to tell her this. I don't know how to tell her that her baby brother's not coming home because she just adored him. And I remember, telling her kind of that, he just got really sick and he had to go, live with Jesus and he wouldn't be coming home. And she was outside playing at the time when I kind of pulled her aside, and she's just like, okay, mom, it's okay. And then she, just went back on playing. And so I thought, okay, well, she's still young. It's, probably she doesn't understand what's happening. And so I kind of let it go. And I was sort of so focused on my own grief for a little while that I forgot about hers until it wasn't until, the end of that school year. Her kindergarten teacher had been great throughout the process, and, she understood what was happening. And, they sent her some treats afterwards and they were fantastic. And she had asked me to come in for like a parent teacher conference towards the end of the year. And she's like, every morning when we get to school, we do these journals and the kids write about something that they've done, that night or over the weekend, or, and it was some notebook paper lines. And at the top, there was always a space to draw pictures. And so she's like, normally I send these home at the, once we complete one. She's like, but I've kind of held on to Kylie's for a little while because I didn't know when to give them to you. So it had been a couple months since he had passed at this point. And so she handed me these paper journals and I started flipping through them, and I couldn't believe almost every single journal entry that she had, and this is a kindergartner, was talking about her and her baby brother. And she would write stories about what we had done the night before or over the weekend, but she still included him in it as if he was there. And then, some passages that she did, she would draw these pictures and she'd fill up the whole square, and it was all these, bright colors and abstract kind of images that she was drawing. And then there was always this little baby in the middle of it. And she would talk about how her brother was in heaven and how much she missed him. And I just remember that tearing a hole straight through me because I realized, I've been so focused on me that I forgot how it was affecting her and I didn't realize it.